and Tom. Today I'm going to fix a rice chicken casserole. What we're going to use thighs today. We got milk. We need 2 cups of milk. We need 2 cans of cream of chicken. I'm going to have some mild cheddar cheese shredded. Need 1.5 cups of that. And we need the Lipton onion soup container of that. Plus we need 1.5 cups of rice, salt and pepper, and we'll be ready to roll. First thing we're going to do is we're going to heat our stove. Well, it looks like I've got everything here ready to go. I have my dish. I'm going to spray that with Pam or non-stick spray. I have my cup of water, my 2 cups of milk. I have my envelope of the Lipton onion soup. I have 1.5 cups of rice. I have 1.5 cups of shredded cheese. And I have 2 cans of cream of chicken, plus my regular chicken. So we shall get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to spray this pan so it'll be ready. I have set the stove for 350. And we're going to take this bowl and we're going to get started mixing everything together. Let's start, I think we should start with the cream of chicken first, the soup. Let's get that sort of blended in a little bit with the milk and all before we put in the other stuff. So we'll start with 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. We're going to use a cup of water, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to put half of the water in this cup and the half of the water in this cup. And then I'm just going to stir it up a little bit so we can get all of the cream of chicken out of the can. And pour it in here. And just start blending a little bit as we go. Because I definitely don't want it to be lumpy. I just heard my stove go off, so it means it has preheated to 350. You'll beep at me in just a minute and let me know, did you not hear me? So here's the water, cream of chicken soup. This is really an easy recipe. Okay, and we're going to put an envelope of Lipton onion soup. It has always amazed me how good the Lipton soup makes some things taste. And when people say Lipton onion soup or just onion soup, you don't have to say Lipton. It's like, ew, I don't know about that, but it really does flavor up a lot of stuff. And now, as I just said, we're going to add the milk. Stir that just a few seconds. See that sort of blended in real smooth. And now we're going to put the rice. That's 1.5 cups of rice. Just stir it a little bit and let it be blended in. Alright. Then I'm going to take my dish over here that I have sprayed with Pam. And we're going to pour into this lovely Pyrex dish. You really need to stir as you pour, because you don't want all your rice to be settled in one spot. Okie dokie. Very good. And we're going to take our chicken. My chicken is still frozen. I didn't thaw this up. And we're just going to lay it down in here. And one thing about this Pyrex dish, it will hold 6 pieces of chicken. The only thing, it said that the bowl would be full, and it is really, really full. And when we get through doing that, we're going to sprinkle it with half of the cheese. The other half is going to go on it the very last few minutes. So we'll have a cheesy crust like. You can salt and pepper if you like before you get started. I just never, very seldom do I ever salt anything. I'll pepper some things, but I don't cook with a whole lot of salt. Okay? I may have put a little bit more. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, in the oven. And we're going to cook it for, first off, I got to cover it with aluminum foil. And then we're going to put it in the oven. And we're going to cook it for 1 hour and 30 minutes. So let me just get a piece of aluminum foil. I hope you saw how that looked. It looks very, very good. And we're going to, the only aluminum foil I've got is this long roll of heavy duty. I don't know why I didn't buy some the other day. I didn't think of it. Has to be on my list. Okie dokie. Alright, we're going to put this in the oven. And we're going to cook it for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Or until the rice is tender. We'll look at it, and if the rice isn't tender, we'll cook it just a few minutes longer. And that is all you have to, that will be your part to do. Now you can go do laundry or whatever you like. I'm going to put it in the oven. I've just taken it out of the oven. I haven't even taken off the aluminum foil yet. So let's see what we've got. Let's see if the chicken is done. No. Let's put it back in the oven again. And we'll cook it for 30 more minutes. Okay, we'll be back. Well, this has been cooking about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, look at this. Now it said we're going to sprinkle the rest of the cheese on top of this. Then I'm going to put it back in the oven. It's long enough for this cheese to melt. And I'm not going to put a cover back on it this time. Okay, we'll take it a few minutes and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, it really turned out to be a beautiful dish. It is so hot, it is just bubbling. But it turned out to really be a pretty dish. So I'm going to let it sit for just a few minutes before I try getting any of it out. And again, this is chicken and rice casserole. And it looks like the rice is definitely done. And I'll just let it cool just a little bit before I get a bowl. And again, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. And you will definitely come back and see me again. Have a good day. Bye.